And then I also just really appreciate because I don't think I would have been in this position. I think I would have because I did at like points like take time off of school. Um, just because I mean you fail something enough times, you're gonna start reconsidering whether like you want to continue with it. And just having professors who I know Jeff for me, like he was one of the first professors who like didn't didn't just see me as a student, but like he cared about like my story, who I am, like for those things. And I felt like I could be more comfortable in the classroom. And I don't know, there wasn't that intimidation factor. I think that was a really big helped me get over the hump and then just gradually collect some little wins. Helped me change that narrative of just seeing myself as someone who's really bad at it, but just okay, maybe I didn't get a F this time, but I got a C, even though initially I was disappointed, like failed class 3 times and then the fourth time you get a C. But then he's like, hey, that's a win. And then gradually getting a B and then finally starting to get A's. So just I've had professors who've helped me along the way. So I think that also helps with me wanting to kind of keep that going and help other students. So I enjoy tutoring as well.
And how do you do that? How do you help them? I mean, not just by showing them, what the formulas are, or how you use them, but I mean, what is part of the talk that you help them to cultivate? That
Well, I think it's not always about the content,
right,
because
right,
I the thing I hate to hear is when people are like, I'm just not a math person,
right,
and 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 then I like to let them know because they tend to, I mean when you're a 2D and you have your tutor, you tend to think like, oh, they must be like some really great student who's like just never failed a class. And I'm like, I failed more classes than like you've ever failed probably. And just to see that, like, if I could make that change and go along that journey, like, oh, they could probably do it as well. Um, yeah, but just to see that there's a lot of kind of time and sacrifice that has to go into things and not make it seem as if like it's just some skill set that you're born with.
right, right. It's about the practice. It's about it, it's the notion of practice, like the practice of medicine, right? Where you learn what you need to learn and you observe and you become better and better at it, right? That's why they call it a practice, because you have to keep observing bodies to know how to take care of them, right? It's like you have to keep learning more and more and experientially getting more and more connected to learning the math to be able to get better and better at it. It is a practice.